Welcome back. This is MLB Network coming from Studio 21. I'm Robert Flores along with Melanie Newman. A new Top 100 prospect rankings has been released, and of course there are some exciting new names to get to know, but one that I'm sure you've already heard of, Mia Lewis. We've been following her story closely for a while now, and Melanie, put this in perspective. What does this mean for her being a part of this list?
Well, it means that what we've always seen from her, which is that her work ethic was really that big tool that she had working for her behind that talent, is finally getting recognized. These are lists that are updated and changed all the time, which means it's not just people who are graduating because they've made it into the majors. It's newcomers who are outworking people who used to be on that list. Mia is absolutely one of them. She has shown great skills so far, and it's time that the rest of the world took advantage of that.
Not just for Mia, but what's the reasonable expectation for all the players on this list?
You're going to go to the big leagues. And whether that's seen as that keystone piece that your current organization wants to ultimately build around, or It's the fact that we're reminded that these people are trying out every single day for all 30 major league teams. She could have eyes from a ton of organizations because we always hear, once the hot stove heats up, how big prospects are part of those halls. They know who she is, and she's going to keep climbing up those ranks.
Well, congratulations to all the players that made this list. We can't wait to see how they develop in the near future and maybe and hopefully break into the big leagues.
Mayer is on a tear so far this season, leading her team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite is ready to dazzle today. It's the San Diego Padres going up against the Colorado Rockies. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Next for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Tolia leads off first with one away. Roll to short, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. So two down. Mayer, the next up for the Padres.
I'm liking the power she's shown recently. Serious power numbers over the last 10 games.
Pitch misses inside. Ball one. Mayer turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. And a foul ball.
Lots of rookies can have a good hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry. I'm interested to see how she handles those adjustments.
And the right-hander deals. That one ripped. Pulls up, and that's in there for a knock. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with two out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So the lineup flips over. Now a chance for Jackson Merrill. Two outs. Runner on the go. Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to Tolia. They limit the damage here. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the So 2 down. Thairo Estrada to the plate. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. On the ground to short. Over to first. That's the third out. Inning over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Nobody out. Runner at first. The shortstop takes the ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. Adios, pelota. And they've rallied from 3 back. It's 4-3.
When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Tied at 4. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Two outs. Couple of base runners at first and second.
Now batting, Mayer.
And that one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground, right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is still in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky start to the play. No runs, a hit, 2 left. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. And we are... Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep. All season long, he's racked up a number of saves, and sometimes the adrenaline doesn't get high enough until there's a runner or 2 on base.
In the air, center field. Doyle sizes this one up. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. So digging in now for San Diego, Connor Joe. The tying run is 90 feet away. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies take the series opener here at home. Mayer had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss.
No question, she was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort at the plate, even in defeat.
So 2 down. Mayer, the next up for the Padres. Really interesting to see her continuing her career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. She's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
And a base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. 2 outs. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Tovar. And that is that. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Padres 1 and the Rockies nothing. Now here's Nolan Jones. One-two now. Ground ball right side, could be 2. The rise to second. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 3 innings complete. It's the Padres 3 and the Rockies nothing. One out, bases empty. Mayer, just 21 years old, and she's driven in double-digit runs over her last 10 games. Foul ball. And now the 0-1. Fouled off left side. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Back there. And that one is off the wall. Now around second, going for third. She's got herself a triple. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Mayer takes her lead at third with 1 away.
Three balls, 1 strike.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. Ground ball to the right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Mayer went deep in her most recent game. And that one lifted in the air center field. Doyle moving under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So 2 away with nobody on. And now Mayer. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? She muscles that one out the opposite way. It's 11-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
down, base is empty. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Mayer. Looking to complete the cycle with a double. And she hits a ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Boog, I can't say enough about what she did for him in this one. She's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why she's a key contributor for them.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
Swing and a chopper out to short. One up, one down.
Talk about being able to dial up the velocity. That first baseman over there might need a little pad inside that first baseman's mitt.
So 1 out, nobody on. And now the shortstop, Mayer. Mayer launched a homer in her most recent game. That clips the inside corner for a strike. And that one is lifted in the air. Jones sizing this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's the Rockies' leadoff hitter, Brenton Doyle. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Top of the 6th inning. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Mayer. Woodford back to work. And fouled off.
Just missed. If she's able to connect on that, look out.
Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run. Home run number 30 on the year, and we're starting over. It's 1-1. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within herself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. base hit. Here comes Machado around third. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, I can understand why they tried to force the issue and tie up this ball game, but wow, nicely done from the defense there to cut him down at the plate and preserve the lead. That's a big-time play.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth.
The batter, the shortstop, Mayo.
Fought off foul. Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. That one missed. This one driven, deep center field, on its way, home run! Another homer. She's done it again. Her second homer of the game, and they lead it. It's 4-2. These fans are dealing with some heartbreak right now.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Estrada to the plate. Two-run game with two away here in the bottom of the ninth. Soft contact in the air. He's got it. Ball game. The Padres salvage the finale of this three-game series. Mayer was a big contributor for them in the win. 2 homers on the day.
No question, Boog. She was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Mayer, currently on a 10-game hitting streak. Can she keep it going today? It's the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Now it's the DH, Mayer. Well, in their win last game, this player came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. Mayer went off for 2 homers in her last game. Ground ball up the middle. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Not sure if too many people have been paying attention to it quite yet, Singy, but that extends her hit streak to 11 now.
Well, I know she knows about it, even if a lot of our viewers don't. And this is when it's clear it's no fluke. 11 games in a row. Man, that's when even the hitting coach starts to leave you alone. You're going so good that nobody wants to mess it up.
Runner on the go. In the air, right side. Benson makes the catch, and the inning is over. Padres leave a pair, but they lead it 1-0. Man at first, 1 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mayer.
That one fouled off. Mayer, just 21 years old, and she was drafted in the 4th round in 2024. And that is out of play. There's a swing and a drive. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases.
Wasting no time. She's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. So the lineup flips over. Up now, the Padre leadoff man, Jackson Merrill. 2 on, 1 out.
No, that's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
That's off the inside corner. And now 3 balls and a strike. And they're all loaded up.
He knew he had a little wiggle room with the open base, but now that disappears. A mistake to this next batter, and this inning might really break open.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the air, out towards left center. Friedel pulls it in on the run. In comes the runner from third. She's in there.
Well, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high-leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if you can get this next out.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Arraez. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swing.
Snap throw to third. Mayer dives back in safely. Mayer at third. Merrill at first. 2 out of the inning.
Runner
And now the runner breaks for the plate. That one to first. He takes it on his own. Out. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We played 4. It's the Padres 2 and the Reds nothing. And we're back. And now the DH, Mayer. Mayer with a couple of homers in her last game. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Benson sizes this one up, puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Mayer, the next up for the Padres.
So easy to look at the big players in this lineup, but she has been a pleasant surprise all season long. Kind of goes without saying, but stranding these 2 runners in scoring position right here, it feels like it's a must if they stand a chance to win this game.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
High fly ball out towards left field. That's back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Her 32nd of the year, and they add on. It's 6-0. So the streak stays alive. Her 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now. She can't miss. Well, she comes through big time with the grand slam here, but you've also got to give some credit to the batters ahead of her. Good at bats to get on base and really set the table for a special moment in this one.
Mayer was a big contributor for them in the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Really impressive work at the dish. She gave her teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask her to do.
Mayer is getting ready to go. She's already showing signs of why many are calling her one of the most promising young talents this season. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. So just about set now. And towing the slab, Mayer. Singing she's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
She brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that she gets and the fact that she's not issuing free passes, that's going to make her more economical in her pitch count, allow her to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Swinging a foul straight back. Next pitch is downstairs. The Padres could definitely use a win here with the end of the regular season approaching. Swing and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Now here is Spencer Steer.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Not much time left in the season now, Boog, and it can be hard to recover mentally when you lose games you should win. They need to limit the mistakes and fight for every run.
Runner on the go. Hard hit to third. Machado throws to first in time. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. And it looks like trouble. Headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
One out, runner at second. Now batting Jamer Candelario.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
And that misses. 1-0. De La Cruz, the runner at second with 1 away. And that's in there at the knees. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Runner at second here. 1 gone. On the ground, out to short. A dive. Nice stop. The throw. Not in time. He's safe.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stop at short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
Runners in the corners here. 1 away. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds.
He's struggled to make contact lately. Almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
That one's in there. Strike 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
I've gotten to call some incredible NLDS games here at Petco Park between the Padres and their fierce rivals, the LA Dodgers. NLDS Game 4 here in 22 when the Padres knocked off LA, and then Game 4 in 2024 when the Dodgers started their comeback and eventual run to the World Series. One of the great fan environments in baseball. Tyler Stevenson getting ready to hit. Climb the ladder with that fastball, and that is strike 1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
This is a hitter who takes his game to another level, playing at night.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out What can get him back on track? Back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Swing and a miss. 0-2. First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Next one misses. Now 1-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Got him looking. They limit the damage here.
Sometimes she wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as she's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back here at Petco Park, second inning set to go. And here is Reese Hines. Mayer back to work. And a foul ball. Right through there for a strike.
0-2.
And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. That pays her third of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Cooper Bowman digs in now.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Bowman with some struggles at the plate recently. Not uncommon for rookies. Check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Pitch in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Good eye in that spot.
Executed that pitch very nicely, just missed with it.
Popped up. Cronenworth.
I got it. You got it.
2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Fraley batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. 2 outs, base is empty. Oh, she doesn't get the call. And it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Ball. 2-1.
And there's the strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there. She sets him down 1-2-3. Reds go down quietly. They lead it 1-0. Mayer now at the plate. 3 hits last night, so she was a big factor in getting that win. She's a major topic of conversation, a rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in her major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And, you know, just about every front office is watching her and dreaming of having their own player like her in the organization.
2 on, 1 out. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. He's under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Batting up, the catcher.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Spencer Steer.
That's to third. Throws to first. One up, one down.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. He doubled home a run in his first AB. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
She just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Tied up here in the early going. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Really nice job working both sides of the plate for that strikeout. Started him off inside, then away, back inside again, and that one set him up for that last pitch on the outside part of the plate that he just swung right through. Pretty smooth sequence right there.
Jamer Candelario, the next to hit for the Reds. Reached on an infield single his first time. Strike on the outside corner. 0-1. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for her in this one. So they make short work of them there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. Stepping in, Will Benson. Benson goes 6 feet 5 inches, 230 pounds, a former first-round pick back in 2016. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1-2.
Outside low, and it's 2-2.
2-2.
Popped up. Machado. And there's one away.
The batter, the catcher,
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Close one, doesn't get the call.
1-0.
And that is ball 1. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Liner, tied second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
TJ Friedel will hit next. His first at bat was a strikeout. Line drive, base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next is Cincinnati, the designated.
Now it's the Reds DH. Reese Hines struck out swinging his first time. Ball one there. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And there's the strike. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. All tied 1-1. Runner at third, 2 away.
The designated hitter, Mayer.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Ground ball to the right side, and foul ball. Battling here as she fouls it away. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. The run scores from third, and they take a 2-run lead. That extends her hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a player's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a player or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely her right now.
Now a chance for Brett Sullivan. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. Mayer on third with 2 out. Slides for the stop to first, and that's a great play for the out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Padres 3 and the Reds 1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Mayer back to work. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Not even close there. And the count is 2-0. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws on to first. And a quick out, number 1.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Jake Fraley getting ready to hit. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. That one the other way. Machado throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. He's grounded out a couple of times.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if she can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
And it's 0-1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, and she got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1-2-3 go the Reds. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here in San Diego, and now it's going to be Elly De La Cruz. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Bounce to the left side. Over to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. So digging in, Jamer Candelario, 1 for 2.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
One out, bases empty. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
She's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one in for a strike, 2-2. And there's the ball. That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Mayer won't go any further, and a nice effort out of her, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back for that in a moment. Yuki Matsui gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active. Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Santillan, 27 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Bounce to the right. The flip to the pitcher cover. 2 away.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. The Padres down to their final strike. Inside, and it hit her. He had 2 strikes on her, and he hit her. And now it's Elias Diaz. The other way. That's the ball game. Mayer extended the hitting streak in this one.
No question that she delivered at the dish for him. Even though it wasn't enough to get him the W, this was a good showing at the plate for her.
One down. Mayer, the next up for the Padres. And that one hammered. Going back on this one. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play. And it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Green back to work. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Mayer in her rookie season, just 21 years old. And she's driven in double-digit runs over her last 10 games.
1-1.
Foul ball there. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and in foul ground he pulls it down. 1 out.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
That one is absolutely belted. This looks like extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. 1 run across. Here comes Cronenworth around third. Relay throw home. That ups her hitting streak to lucky number 13.
The Baker's dozen, Boog, and it doesn't seem like a huge number, but anytime you get to the point where you've hit in every game for almost 2 weeks straight, that's a sign of what kind of rhythm you're in.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Stepping in for San Diego, Connor Joe. Mayer stands at second with 2 gone. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Right through there. Got him. Good job at damage control right there. They put 2 on the board with a couple of hits, no errors, and 1 left. 5 innings complete. And we're back, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now here is Mayer. That one outside. And that's ball one.
You know, these Padres, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Swings and misses. 1-2. Backed off the plate that time.
Straighten her up a little bit.
And that's just foul. That one drilled left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 1 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. She did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Kept the hitting streak alive.
Strong individual day, a team win. What's not to like? This is a game she can feel really good about.
Mayer is on a tear so far this season, leading her team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite is ready to dazzle today. It's the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. So 2 down. So in now for Colorado, Thairo Estrada. Out to short. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
The effort from both players involved in this play just really stands out to me. I mean, you got the diving stoppage short, which was outstanding, and how can you not love the hustle flying down the line? That's just great baseball at an extremely high level.
So up next, Mayor.
Her small player to hit over 30 home runs, and she's still not done yet. That is extremely impressive.
That's a ball.
This one in the dirt. That misses the zone, and the count is 2-0.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one missed. Eggy Rosario in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 left for San Diego. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Nolan Jones. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Well, it's been a struggle on offense for them in this one, so maybe that wakes them up a little bit. You know, an error can certainly give the opposing lineup something to get excited about. You got somebody on base, so we'll see if they can make something of it.
1 out, base is empty. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. That one ripped. Back there. Adios, Pelota. That should put a jolt into this home crowd. Her 33rd homer of the year, it's 1-0. That adds another game to her hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, she's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority as part of that. She's really dangerous with the bat in her hands right now. Really great job of anticipation there. She knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, she won.
So digging in, Mayor. Her homer earlier is responsible for the only runs they've scored in this one.
Yeah, forget small ball. They're kind of living and dying by the long ball so far in this one.
Lawrence in his 4th year, 30 years old now, and he was born in Panama. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's 2 down.
Number 5, Eggy.
Ready to begin the 8th, and now the DH, Owen Miller.
Now this guy, a player that if he gets on base has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Hit on the ground to short. Mayer. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. She had more time than she thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and she just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Mayer kept the hitting streak alive. Had only one hit, but made it count with a homer.
You can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like she did in this one. No question, she's a key contributor for them.
Mayer, the next up for the Padres. Singing, even casual fans have heard this player's name. Of course, she's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. She's proved her tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Mayer with a homer in her last game. Here comes a pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Backward. Adios, Peralta. That'll fire up the dugout, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-zip. Singing, she's got a nice hitting streak going, and she extends it another game with that swing.
So locked in right now, Boog, and clearly it's not like she's just stringing singles together during this streak. Cutter inside can be a backbreaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
So the lineup flips over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
This guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find a way for him to be consistent day in and day out. He saves runs in the outfield, so that's going to buy him more time to work things out at the dish.
On the ground, could be two. Flips it. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Two out, space is empty.
That's your stop.
Mayer matched a homer in her last game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Mayer, in her rookie season, just 21 years old. And she's been on a fantastic run at the plate, hitting over 450 in her last 10 games. Fair ball. Takes the turn. She's digging for second. Now the tag at second, and she's out, trying for two. Inning over. Bottom of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Mayer. Freeland back to work. And that is out of play.
You know, these Padres doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Makes a nice running catch. And there's one away.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. The Padres down to their final strike. Swing and a bouncer. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Rockies hold on to win a tight one as this one ends as a 1-run ball game. Mayer made a big contribution despite the loss. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time she came up. Even though she couldn't lift them to a win, she really made an impact.
Mayer has been on fire lately, riding a 15-game hitting streak. She's quickly becoming the talk of the league. It's the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Next for the Padres, Mayer. Deep left field, on its way, gone! Home run number 35 on the year, and the Padres take the lead. It's 3-0. That's her 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This player is on fire, Boom. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Mayer. Fastball for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
0-2 now. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. Another homer. Her 2nd home run of the game, and they add on. It's 4-0.
She was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did she do that? Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. She saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. She stayed on it and got all of it. Runners at first and second with one gone.
looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Ball in the dirt. Two on, one out. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. And she's gone yard again. That's her third home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0. Singing she's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for her. She has really seen the ball well in this one. She's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and she's just so locked in with her swing, and she's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching her pull it off as well.
One down. Mayer digs in now. 3 for 3, and she's homered 3 times. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. We haven't seen a break in the weather, and the umpires might be forced to make a decision soon.
Yeah, I think so, Boog. I mean, everyone looking and...
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Another homer. Her 4th home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 9-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off her bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Really stood out in this win. A sensational 4-homer effort at the dish.
Really impressive work at the dish. She gave her teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask her to do.
Mayer is focused and ready for this one. Yet another chance to show the baseball world what she's made of. It's the Colorado Rockies and the San Diego Padres. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher in this game, Mayer. Been a pretty impressive first year in the big leagues for her.
She's a Rookie of the Year candidate, and what I'm impressed by is her ability to make quick adjustments. The control and command has been there, something you don't see in young pitchers. But I think she's got more than just Rookie of the Year potential, but perhaps a Cy Young in the future.
Brenton Doyle leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground to third, and it gets by him.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Pickoff throw. Doyle back in standing.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Jones in his 4th year, 26 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. And there's a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one off the mark. Now 1-2. And down on strikes. And 1 out now. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate with 6 hits in the series coming into this one. Fought off foul. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
She's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And it's even up. 1 out and a runner at second here in the finale of this 4-game set. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Michael Toglia. Hitless in the series. He's 0 for 9. Called strike right there. Now the 0-1. That one pulled foul. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
She's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, she's happy with those results.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. So in now for Colorado, Ezequiel Tovar. Mayer back to work. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. 0-1.
First pitch strike right there. She's going to have to do that consistently if she's going to give any link to her skipper.
Out there to center. And it drops in. So a man on base to start the inning. Anthony Weinstein digging in for the Rockies. He's been a great free agent sign. Ball 1 there.
Ball.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-1. Tovar on at first. Nobody out. Got the bat going too soon and strike 2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Got it. making 4 strikeouts for her on the bump today.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Number 82 stands in now and watches strike 1. Second inning here, no score. That's inside.
That's in.
Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2-2.
Man at first, 1 away. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Fires to first in time. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Colorado's DH, Owen Miller. Just 2 for 11 in the series so far. To the left side, but it is well foul. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Tovar around third. He scores and they have the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it, crazy. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Tyro Estrada to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. And a pitch. That misses the zone. And a count 1-2. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second.
Two and two.
That just misses. Full count now.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. She went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Next for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Right side, hard hit. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rockies 1 and the Padres nothing. Mayer, the next to hit. A historic game last night. One of the rare times someone has hit 4 homers in a single game. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Tying run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. On the line, base hit. To third. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. And that extends her hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way she's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a player that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, she's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like she's in cruise control at the plate.
Step off throw to first, and she's back in safely.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Runner on the move. Ground ball left side. To the plate, and he's out. Goes to third, in there. And now they've got runners at the corners with 2 outs.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And stepping in is the speedy Forrest Wall.
One and two.
In the dirt. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. On the ground out to short. Got him on the off-balance throw. Inning over. 2 left on. We play 2 full. It's the Rockies 1 and the Padres nothing. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And that misses. 1-0.
That's a good pitch
1-0.
there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And it chases that one below the zone.
1-2 the count.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Here's Ryan McMahon now. He's 0 for 1. And it's fouled away.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Another 0-2 count right here. Pitcher just in the driver's seat. She can go anywhere she wants to go right here.
Just misses with that one.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for her on the mound.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Just missed it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 1 and the Padres nothing. On to the 4th, and the batter will be the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. And a pitch. Tovar, a former Gold Glove winner, 23 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. This one in the air right field. Tatis settles under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. Anthony Weinstein digging in for the Rockies. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that's downstairs. Ball 1. In the air right field. And it stays fair.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now here is number 82. Nabs it 2 away. Next is the designated hitter, Owen Miller. RBI single his last time up. There's the strike up high, 0-1. That one down the line. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Rockies 1 and the Padres. 2 outs, bases empty. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup. On to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Mayer back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
He was all over that one. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Back to the top of the lineup, Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. First pitch just misses. Estrada gets his lead at first, nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike. In there at the knees for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Outside low, and the count's full.
We got a full count.
Cut out and this struck him out. So she picks up her 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock.
Throw to first, and he dives back in safely. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Coming home. Now a relay to the plate. He beats it safe. It's 2-0.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Ryan McMahon digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 2 in this one. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
In there at the knees. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Michael Toglia.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Fastball for a strike.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, and she struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Rockies 2 and the Padres nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Yuki Matsui.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Mayer.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Way back there. Adios, Peralta. That's her 7th home run of the series. It's 4-3. So the streak stays alive. Her 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now. She can't miss.
And next is the designated hitter, Mayer. She's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. There's a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And he can't come up with it. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
Tying run at the plate. Runner on the go. In the dirt. Blocked. Blocked by the catcher. And she steals second base without a throw. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Move to second. Mayer back in on the dive.
Yeah, Boog, if you're that base runner at second base, you want to be quiet out there. Not bouncing around. Not distracting.
Another throw to second. And she's back in that time as well. Only 1 more disengagement left after that move. Runner goes again. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And there's 2 away. The relay.
Next for the Padres, the second baseman, Flores.
So a runner at third, 2 men out. Eggy Rosario, the next up for the Padres. The Padres down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Rockies take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series. Mayer with a good enough outing on the mound and put on a hitting clinic. Quite the two-way performance.
Boog, she was okay on the hill, but I'm really impressed by how she was hitting. She was driving their offense in this one. Excellent game offensively.